All right, welcome back to Discovering Fort Wayne. My name is Caleb Ellington, the man, the myth, the legend.
Mr. Scott Saylor.
Mr. Scott Saylor. So welcome back to our channel. So thank you for watching this video today. We're gonna dive into really requests from a lot of you that watch our videos, and it's, hey, where else can I live that's maybe not Fort Wayne, but surrounding area, maybe a little bit more land, less populated areas. So we're gonna cover the top 5 areas that is close to Fort Wayne. You still wanna be near Fort Wayne, but wanna live maybe in one of the towns surrounding it. We're gonna cover those.
He was getting fired from everywhere. It was nuts. We couldn't keep the guy employed.
Tenderloin.
Weird. He said he'd be right back.
So one time I went like 3 times, like, hey, this is fun. So what's the first one that we're gonna go into?
One of my favorites. We used to live there, Auburn, Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. DeKalb School District.
Yep.
Which we moved back to Auburn. My wife is actually from Auburn, moved from Michigan to Auburn. Love the school district, love the community. There's a couple of great golf courses up in Auburn. The community is super tight knit.
Yep.
When you go through the downtown Auburn area, I mean, it takes you back to a long time ago. The homes are beautiful, lots of brick homes, lots of nostalgic homes, lots of character, big, huge flower pots, all over downtown around the courthouses. Amazing architecture down there. The
Houses
Auburn
with flower boxes outside their window. It's that kind of, it is.
It is that kind of area.
It's cool.
Matter of fact, they get Fair Day off.
Yeah.
In Auburn, Indiana. To this day, they get Fair Day off. When we lived up there, that's
cool.
Yeah, we get a call on Fair Day,
like
whatever
a national
it was.
holiday for them.
It's a big deal. We go every year. My wife and I went 3 times this year. Yeah,
Really?
absolutely. Went up there, watched the firefighters versus police. They had a taco eating contest.
Is that when you said you were sick that one time I called?
Yeah. I went to voicemail. That's weird. He said he'd be right back.
One of the fastest growing areas is Auburn as far as cities surrounding Fort Wayne. And the number one area that they're getting people from is Fort Wayne.
Right.
You know, it's like, you know what? I've been in Fort Wayne and maybe I'm ready for even a smaller town, or I want some more land.
Yep.
People are looking to Auburn because it's so close, still 20 minutes from hospitals, restaurants in Fort Wayne. But when I was growing up, Auburn was like really small.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when I was teenager, I mean, I used to work up in Auburn at the foundry. Auburn has a lot of manufacturing jobs there as well. So I grew up working at, Dalton factory, the Fort Wayne foundry, Goodyear up there with the tires, Therma-Tru doors. I've worked in all of those places. So it's a great place to work.
Thank gosh this guy's finally selling real estate.
I'm tired.
He was getting fired from everywhere. It was nuts. We couldn't keep the guy employed. Everything you need is definitely in Auburn, and it's a stone's throw away from Fort Wayne.
And what's it famous for?
Oh, Auburn Court Duesenberg.
Yeah.
We need to do a video
Museum.
about that.
We
that place is beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. They have
classic cars that everybody wants.
Have you been in there before?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, that's
my son had
cool.
his semi-formal there.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There. So
awesome.
Beautiful place, and the
really
auction
cool.
every year that they have up there that people bring from all over the country, bring their car. They want to show it off. Auction, you can sell it, you can buy. So that's huge every single year as well. So Auburn is definitely in the top 5 places. If you don't want to be in Fort Wayne but want to be close, check out Auburn. All right, so next, Columbia City, again, northwest Indiana. A lot of people are moving there. Reason number 1 is just its vicinity. Being 25 to 30 minutes from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Being able to go to Fort Wayne, in a half hour to the shopping. If you want to go to kind of some of the bigger things close to a bigger city, then it's close.
One of the other things that people love about Columbia City, the school district.
Yep.
The classroom sizes are small.
Yep.
They have a really good sports program. They have a really good educational background. There is some private schools. I believe Columbia City has a private school as well, if you're interested in that side of it. But the class size, the teachers, the philosophy, the conservatism, it's a really nice place to raise a family.
Tons of local events like the Whitley County Farmers Market, old settler days.
Oh yeah.
So having those small town events kind of on Main Street and the shops that are right there. So you can never go, I don't know how many coffee shops, but tons of coffee shops. Actually, one of our agents, Jennifer Duff, an agent with us, her and her husband own a bar right there, downtown Columbia City. So just a lot of local fun events for you and your family to go to.
One of the biggest things that are attracting people to the Columbia City area, the affordability of the properties.
Yep.
Right. Property tax are a little bit lower than what you're going to see in Fort Wayne. You're going to see a little bit more square footage than you're going to see in Fort Wayne.
Yep.
And you're going to be able to get your hands on some acreage.
All right, so that's it for Columbia City. So we've hit Auburn. Columbia City next is going to be Angola.
Oh.
Angola, Indiana. Angola, Indiana is close to my heart. Mm-hmm. So I went up to church camp there every single summer with my church to the church owned the park up there. It was right across from Pokagon. I'm trying to remember what the name of it was. Oak.
I went there one year.
Did you?
Yeah. They used to come pick us up.
Yeah.
The school used to pick, or the church used to pick us up and take us to the camp. Yeah.
So back to Angola. Angola is about 45 minutes, I'd say, from Fort Wayne. So it's another area that is growing. Once again, it's just north of Auburn. So if you're in Fort Wayne, you go north, you hit Auburn first. Right. Your next spot, basically Angola.
If you are a Laker, if you're thinking about moving to the area and buying a second home or a lake property, Angola is probably going to be one of the hottest areas you look at. You've got Lake Jimerson Lake.
Yep.
You've got Snow Lake that's connected to it. You've got Lake James.
James.
Yeah, you've got you've got Pokagon State Park, which is up there, which to me is probably the best hiking around. You've got horse trails up there. You've got camping. You've got picnics. You've got
the toboggan run.
Oh, the toboggan
right
run.
now going on.
Absolutely.
That is awesome. I would say too, Angola, if you're thinking about size, it's smaller than Auburn.
Oh yeah.
So it's a lot smaller. It's probably about 27%.
Divided by 2, cut in half, and doubled.
Doubled it. You want to double it, and then look it up, and you might need to triple it.
Yeah.
So anyway, but it's definitely smaller. So you don't have a Texas Roadhouse, which Auburn just got. But again, a small town feel. They have, I don't know, in the movies, is it Paris, France, where it's at, but it's like that huge roundabout. I mean, it's huge, and like you see it in movies. Yeah. So they have that in Angola. They have this in the dead center. It feels like that. It's not as big, but it's
busy too.
Yeah.
It's busy.
Yeah. So it's fun to. So one time I went like 3 times. Like, hey, this is fun. 3 times, baby.
If you're bored, Angola is a spot.
Yeah, that's what you do in Angola. There's nothing else.
On a serious note, though, during the summer, that city swells.
Yeah, it does.
It blows up, and the locals will complain because all the Lakers move in. But Angola attracts people all the way from Michigan.
Yep.
All the way down. You get people that come all the way from Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Up to Lake James and Snow and those lakes. But there's a lot of cool stuff to do in Angola. Making the list.
Yeah.
For top areas around Fort Wayne, Indiana, Huntington, Indiana.
Love it.
Huntington, Indiana has exploded in the last 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
They've got a college there, Huntington College, obviously, Christian Academy.
Yep.
They've got great facilities. They've got a great high school out there. Huntington baseball is solid. State champs multiple years in a row. They've got actually the area around Huntington, the price per square foot you're going to get in Huntington versus Fort Wayne. Now, it's a 45-minute drive. It's a solid 45-minute drive from Fort Wayne to Huntington. But the amount of house you get in Huntington, dollar for dollar, is a big value if you're looking for square footage. All
right, reason number 2. Nick's Kitchen. Home of the original breaded tenderloin. I mean, that is delicious.
Yes.
So, I mean, that alone, to be able to have that tenderloin.
Not all hammered out.
Right.
Not the little baby thin ones.
This is
the good thick ones.
This is the real deal. The real deal. So Huntington has some other amazing places to eat. Again, it's small, but it's growing. So some other fast food chains, things like that, local restaurants. But Huntington, again, if you want to enjoy the #1 tenderloin in the world, that's your spot. All right, the 5th and final area that we're going to cover that's surrounding Fort Wayne. So we've already hit up Auburn, Angola, Columbia City, Huntington. Again, amazing places to move around Fort Wayne. And last one will be Bluffton, Indiana. So that is going to be south. So we've kind of gone all the way from north all the way around to hit Bluffton. And so Bluffton is close to my heart. It's home to Forgotten Children, which is a ministry that helps kids in Uganda. So pretty awesome place. I've been there many times. But again, another small town community, small town feel as well. Bluffton is not as big as Auburn, just a little bit smaller. But again, we have people that want to move to Bluffton.
Absolutely. I'll tell you the first thing, and you guys know I'm a trail guy.
Yep.
I love the trail system. I love the Puffer Belly Trail. And it runs all the way from literally north side of Fort Wayne, almost all the way into Auburn, all the way down through Fort Wayne, all the way down to Bluffton. We connect all the way down there, guys. Yep. So that trail system, if you're into the outdoor stuff, if you're into the biking, the hiking, and any of that kind of stuff, you will love that Bluffton area. The trail system's phenomenal.
We know a lot of people too in these areas that I definitely want to highlight, but Bluffton is one of those areas, is if you're a hunter, you know, that's honestly some of the pull that we get from a lot of people. It's like, hey, I'm in Fort Wayne, I'm in city limits. Right. I want to go out, and so we do get a lot of people that want the land, that want to hunt, and so Indiana is a carry state where you don't even have to have a license anymore. That's just information, not right or wrong, but that's just information for people that are moving here. So, but that is sometimes why we get people. It's like moving more towards a conservative state. But so Bluffton is definitely one of those areas. Like I want some more land. Maybe I want to be in Bluffton, but again, I need 5 acres. I need 10 acres, and some wood. So I'd say this too. We get calls from, doctors, people that are looking for luxury homes as well. I mean, if you're in that price range that, you're $1 million plus, a lot of those calls and a lot of those people that we're helping, it is, hey, I'm going to work in Fort Wayne, but I want to have my land. I want to have my, my property, my estate. I mean, let's just, but we do get those. And so these are the areas, if you're one of those people that's like, hey, I'm moving there, I'm going to, be blessed enough to be able to get, a large house with, a large lot, a lot of acres, then these are the areas that you're probably going to be looking into.
School district's great, guys, but let's get serious.
Yeah.
Funnel cakes, the fair.
Yeah.
Elephant ears, lemon shake-ups, soddy bobbies.
What'd you say?
The Bluffton Fair is awesome.
It's one of the biggest in the state.
Absolutely. Yeah. It is a really good time. Fair Day in Auburn is a big deal. Fair Day in Bluffton is a really big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of the guys that I grew up with that live in that area to this day. But again, more of everybody that I know that have moved to the Bluffton and Decatur, and what's right outside of there? Ossian.
Yep.
Ossian, Bluffton, and Decatur are all kind of right around each other. Seems like any of my buddies that moved down to that area all want to hunt.
Yeah.
They all want land. They all want to hunt. So if that's what you're into, check it out.
All right, man. So that is 5 amazing areas just around the outskirts of Fort Wayne. So I know a lot of you that are living here in Fort Wayne, I know you're going to watch this because it's like, hey, I've been in Fort Wayne. I want to move. And so this will help you, focus on some of those areas. But give us a call. Shoot us an email. We can help you discover, more information that you might need on certain areas. But thanks for watching. As always, we love talking about Fort Wayne because it's the city we love and we hope
it's your next home.
Let's go.